All right, guys, I'm finally doing it. I'm finally going to review something I actually said I was going to review. I mean, this still took too long due to the fact, you know, the whole running a tournament thing. But once that was done, and once I was actually able to get my hands on the QIYI large hold flagship cups, once I was able to get my hands on these and actually break them in for a bit, I mean, I was surprised. I gotta be honest, there's a lot to unravel here, so before we get in the video, I'd like to clarify. Yes, QIYI actually did send me these cups to review. However, they did not convince me to say anything nice about them. They do not sponsor me. I am not sponsored by any cup brand or cup manufacturer. Everything I say about these cups in this video is my own opinion and from my own experience using the cups. They did ask me to make an honest review. However, they didn't tell me how to make it, and they did not influence anything I'm going to say in this video. And again, they did ask for a review, so I intend to give them a good review. So with all that said and done, let's see how these cups stack up.
Round two. Is this like a display? I have no idea. Look at this. It's like a display thing, I think. Because I don't think this is actually how it's supposed to be, because it's like really bendable plastic. Whatever. A for aesthetics. I think this is like their own variant of a cup keeper. I don't know. Look at this, like, stem. All right, got some text, got some more text. But other than that, a clean cup. It feels really smooth. Let's try cycling these. Holy shit. First cycle was a 628. Why is it not focusing? There we go. 628. These cups are so smooth. Like, outrageously smooth.
The QIYI brand overall has some of the coolest packaging for their cups that I've ever seen out of anything I've ever unboxed. But I should mention, it's definitely more of an aesthetic choice than it is a practical one. I mean, you saw in the video there a little bit, there were just pieces of the ends of the plastic that were literally just falling off as I was unpackaging it. So, not necessarily practical, but still, you gotta love the impression that QIYI are trying to set with these cups. And not only to mention, the first stacks with these cups, I was a huge fan of these cups when I first stacked them. The cups are buttery smooth with no jagged edges on the bottoms like a lot of cups similarly styled to these would have before being broken in. Actually, and this is probably going to be a bit of a bold take, but these are by far the easiest cups to use out of the box out of any set of cups I've ever used. So if you need, like, you have an emergency and you need to pull out a set of cups, these are your go-tos. Like, these are smooth. That's a pro and a con because they're smooth. Like, really smooth. Like, probably too smooth. It's weird. So after being broken in, if you can even call it that, I have what I feel is a pretty conclusive opinion on both of these sets. Or I thought I did when I was literally writing the script for this video, and then something weird happened. Because after the first couple days of stacking with these cups, I thought I had it. I thought I had the review ready. I thought I was just ready to call these like the next set of cups at the top that everybody needs to have. And then I broke them in for a couple more days, and I noticed something extremely worrying. Because the more I broke in these two sets of cups here, the worse they started to feel for me. Hey guys, it's Kian from the future here, and before you go any further, I want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet is the pioneer of form factor wallets. Get rid of those clunky, overfilled wallets and get ready to have a lot more space in your pockets. It holds up to 12 cards plus room for cash and so many more things like. There's over 30 colors and styles including carbon fiber and burnt titanium, which sounds really cool. The durable material means you could probably run this thing over with a tank and it would be just fine. And in the case you do run it over with a tank, it also comes with a lifetime warranty, so if anything happens to it, they got you covered. In fact, the Ridge team is so confident that you're going to love this wallet that they'll let you test drive it for 45 days, and if you don't love it, you send it back and you'll get a full refund. I got the Forged Ember wallet, and I mean, just look at this thing. It's beautiful. It has a money clip on the back. It's compact. It shaves down the bulkiness of my old rusty wallet that I had for like 3 or 4 years, and it makes my life just that much easier. Rich doesn't only make wallets either, which is the beautiful thing. I picked up their weatherproof backpack and the ripstop duffel bag, and let me just say, these are going to be game changers for stackers who are constantly traveling and want to make sure their valuables stay safe and protected. If you like what you hear and you like what you see, you can head over to ridge.com/Kian, and when you use code Kian at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. Again, thanks so much to Ridge for sponsoring not only myself, but this video. Back to Kian, who's apparently reviewing some weird cups or something. Now, I actually got 2 sets of these QIYI clears, and I really wanted to make sure I wasn't losing my mind here, and this was actually how they felt all along. So I pulled out the set I've been using for like a week, and like a brand new set, and it was scary. It was night and day difference. Like the amazing, well, again, smoothness of these cups when you first get them versus after only using them for about a week, I'd say. Like maybe I just got a bad batch, but this is the only experience I've ever had with cups where the more I break them in, the worse they've gotten for me. Like I was ready to give this exact set, you know, a 5 stars, like 5 out of 5. But like after you break them in, it falls to like a 2 out of 5. Like it goes from being like the best set of cups you've ever used to just this finicky plastic that doesn't seem to be able to do anything anymore. Like the first couple of days of me stacking with these cups, I genuinely just did not think there was going to be another competitor. Like they were buttery smooth. I can't emphasize that word enough. Like it just didn't feel like there was any cons to it other than the fact that maybe it's a tiny bit on the heavier side. And then after a couple of days, that buttery smoothness just vanished. Like I started to stack them and it started to feel like the Pro Series 2Xs. Like it started to have these kind of way too smooth on the up stacks to the point where they're literally falling off the sets or falling off the stacks. And then adding on to that, like the down stacks were just getting worse. Like it was getting harder to down stack the cups as I was breaking them in. Moving aside from the cups for a second, I want to talk about QIYI as a company. If you guys don't know, QIYI is actually important to point out that these guys are well known in the cubing community because they are, well, a cubing manufacturer as well. I've used their cubes in the past, and I don't really have any complaints. And from what I can tell from other cubers, there's nothing really to complain about when it comes to QIYI. I don't know. It seems like, you know, nothing too out of this world amazing, but at the same time, like, it doesn't seem like they're scamming people. I mean, they gave me free sets of cups, so I can't complain. However, I think that she has some serious potential if it really wants to enter the cup stacking scene. These are good cups with subjective flaws, and I think once they figure out what they want to do, they can really fight with the big dogs in the cup stacking world. Now, the question, do I recommend these cups to people, and if so, who do I recommend? For starters, yes, absolutely, I would recommend these cups if you'd like to purchase them. If you are maybe an entry-level stacker who really wants to take stacking seriously, you're a bit of a slower stacker with something with really smooth down stacks, or you want something that has really smooth down stacks, or maybe you're even like a top tier, like a faster stacker, but you are just having such a hard time in the down stacks and you want something that can just equalize that a little bit, maybe even help you with your style. These cups are likely for you then. Now, you might be asking, that sounds really awesome, Kian, so where do I buy these cups? Well, there's just one problem. You can't, because apparently they're not for sale yet. I don't know why they sent out samples of these cups to so many stackers and not have them being sold at the same time so that when it's promoted, it's also available to buy. Like, I get the pre-marketing type thing, but I don't know, it doesn't really click to me. Like a lot of these stackers, if they see a good review, they're gonna wanna buy the cups. So to equalize this, whenever these cups are available for sale, I will have an updated link in the description below. So if you're watching this in the future, you might wanna check down there. Overall, I think these are really good cups, and if QIYI can kind of figure out what they're doing and kind of test this out a little bit more with some other stackers and kind of see the longevity of these cups, especially with the ink on the top, as that's not something I've fully worn through yet, I think they have some serious potential. It's just gotta have that essence of longevity where a lot of stackers like to complain because of the logos wearing off of their cups so easily, which is why this exact format exists at all. The rest of this video is going to be some fast times I got with the cups and some clips and highlights of me stacking these cups, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video.